Hello, dear students. A very warm welcome to all of you. Myself, Patel Pravada, from Param Guru Pathshala English Medium School, Sarsa. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss the third chapter from Standard 6 Science, that is, Fiber to Fabric. In this video, we are going to discuss such numbers of topics, and the topics are fibers, types of fibers, fibers to fabric, and the history of clothing materials. So students, let's begin. Students, in the beginning of the video, we should know what is clothes. Means fabric. Cloth means fabric. And why we need to wear clothes or fabric. So let's know. Students, as we know that clothes are our basic needs. We wear clothes mainly to protect our bodies from weather condition such as heat, cold, rain, means mainly to cover our body. We wear clothes to cover our body. We also know that we wear different types of clothes according to climate, occupation, culture, tradition, and of course daily needs. Students, whatever the clothes we wear in our daily life, they are made from different fibers like cotton, silk, wool, or synthetic. So, from fibers, cloth or fabric are made up of. And that's why the chapter name is Fiber to Fabric. So, students, let's know about fibers in detail. From where fibers or cloth are made up of. So, to understand better, let's do an activity first. For this activity, we should take a piece of cloth. You can see in the image of the slide. Then take a enlarged view of the piece of clothes or fabric. You have to look at the enlarged view of the piece of the cloth. What we will see? Yes, we will find that a fabric is made up of thread or yarn arranged together. Students, thread means yarn. So we find that fabrics means cloth are made up of thread or yarn which are arranged together and made a continuous piece of cloth. But now the thing is that we should know how the thread are made up of. So, to understand, we have to do another simple activity. To do this activity, take a piece of cloth. First, we have to take a piece of cloth. Now, try to find out a loose thread or yarn. I talk about yarn, that's mean thread. We have to find out a loose thread from the piece of cloth at the end of the cloth and just pull it out. Then place the piece of yarn on the table and press one end of the yarn with your thumb. Then stretch the other end of the thread means yarn. Students, After scratching the thread, we will find that the yarn splits into thin tiny strand. When we scratching the thread, we will find the yarn means thread splits. It simply splits into thin tiny strand. Now the thin strand of thread that we see are made up of still thinner strand. The strand made up of still thinner strand which are called fibers. Yes, it is fiber. So students, we know that fabrics are made up of yarn, and yarn are made up of strand, thinner strand, that is called fibers. Now fibers are two types: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Let's know in detail. First, natural fiber. The fiber that are obtained from plants and animal are called natural fibers. For example, cotton, jute are the natural plant fiber. On the other hand, wool, silk are the natural animal fibers. The fabrics made from natural fibers is called natural fabric. The fabric which made from natural fibers, they called natural fabric. On the other hand, the fibers that are made by humans, it is made by humans. Cannot get it naturally. It is made by humans in the industries, are called human made or synthetic fiber. For example, nylon, terylene, polyester and acrylic. So students, the fabric which is made up of synthetic fibers are called synthetic fabric. Fabric means cloth. Let's know about some plant fibers in detail. We talk about different plant fibers. First, we have to talk about cotton, which is a plant fibers. Cotton plants are usually cultivated at those places where the soil is black and where the climate is little warm, like Gujarat. The fruits of the cotton plant are called cotton balls. It looks like a balls, white balls, which is just like lemon in size. When the fruit is going to be mature, it bursts and the seed cover is open. Suddenly it bursts and the seed cover open, and the cotton fibers, the white cotton fibers can be seen. When it bursts and the cover is open, the seed cover is open, then we can see the white fibers, that is cotton, we can see. After that, farmer collect the cotton balls and cotton picked by hand. It is picked by hand by the farmers or labor. After that, fibers are separated from the seed by the process called combing. Yes, it is a process called combing. You can see the figure. The process is called ginning, and it is done by manually, or nowadays it is done by machine. The next plant fiber which we will talk about, that is jute. Jute is a long, soft, shiny plant fiber obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Do you know students, it is also called the golden fibers. Yes, it is the golden fiber. It is known as golden fiber. It is a biodegradable materials and it is very good for our environment as it is a biodegradable material. In our country, jute is cultivated in West Bengal, Assam and Bihar. Jute cultivation needs hot and humid climate. High rainfall during the growing period. It is a very favorable condition that is raining. The stem of the jute plant harvested and immersed in water for a few days. The stem rot and the fibers are separated by manually. It is done by hand. Students, do you know to make fabrics or cloth, all the fibers are converted into yarn or thread. To make, I repeat, to make fabric or clothes, whatever, all the fibers converted into thread. Thread means yarn. So let's understand how it is done. To make yarn, from the very first step is ginning, the process in which cotton fibers are separated from their seed is called ginning. Then the next step is spinning. In this step, yarn are made from fibers. Yarn made from fibers. It is done by simple machines or device called takli. Yeah, you can see in the figure, takli. In this process, fibers from a mass cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. It is simply twisted by this process. Fibers are get together and it converted into yarn. Fibers are twisted, gently it is twisted by takli and it is converted into thread, means yarn. The another hand operated device machines used for spinning is charkha. You know about charkha. And after spinning, yarn are used for making fabric. After when yarn converted into fibers converted into yarn or thread, then it is used for making fabrics. There are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarn. There are many ways by which fabric are made from yarn, means thread. In your chapter, here there are two ways by which fabrics are made from yarn. First one is weaving and second one is knitting. Let's learn in detail. First, we have to learn about weaving. What is weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric with the help of a hand loom or power loom is called weaving. To understand weaving, let us learn an activity. You can see also in the figure. For this activity, we need two sheets of paper. And of course, it is compulsory to have different color to understand better. So we have to take different colors, two sheets of paper. Cut square pieces of length and width is equal to 30 centimeter from each sheet. Now fold both the sheet into half. One sheet drawn lines and on the other sheets cut the both sheet along the dotted lines and then unfold the paper. Weave the strip on one by one through the cut in the sheet of the paper. In a similar manner, two sets of yarn or thread are woven to make a fabric. For weaving, the device which is used is called looms. And the looms are two types: hand looms, which we can see in the figure, and the another is power looms. Next is we going to learn that is knitting. In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Students, you must have seen a lady knitting a sweater. You can see in the figure, or muffler with the help of two knitting needles. It is done by hand using knitting needles, but nowadays machines are also used for knitting. Now students, our last point is history of clothing materials. History of clothing materials. Now students, here till here we go learn that how fabrics are made of, how fabrics are made of from fibers, how fibers made converted into yarn. Okay, but it is a very long process. But in ancient time, how it is going to? So let's understand history of clothing materials. Students, do you know in the ancient time people used to wear bark and big leaves of trees or animals' skin for cover their bodies as cloth? Yes, in ancient time, our ancient people, they do not have any idea about clothes. They do not have the fabric. They don't know about fibers. So how they cover their body? They use big leaves of trees. They use bark of trees. They also cover their bodies by animal skin. You can see in the figure. In this figure, here it is seen that early humans used to wear large leaves and animal skin as clothes. There is simple reason: they do not have any idea about fibers from where yarn made up of. So, when later on people know how to cultivate, then after sometimes after so many circumstances teach them that how to cultivate crops, and that time they also learn to know how to cultivate different types of crops, and then they started weave things and grass into mats and basket, and later on humans developed the technique for spinning and weaving clothes from cotton plants. In the first time of their life, they know how to make fabric from yarn and how to make yarn from fibers, as they know how to cultivate, they know about the agriculture. They cultivate crops, and from this plant material they made fibers, and from fibers they made thread, means yarn, and then after from yarns they make the weaving, the knitting the different clothes. First day you can learn that first they made mats and basket, then later on they know the technique for cotton plants, how to make clothes. The clothing was invented between 50,000 to 1 lakh years ago. It is an approximate imagination idea that between 50,000 to 1 lakh years ago clothing was invented. Students, earlier stitching was not known. The ancient people first know the fabric. Only they simply know the cloth, but they do not know till then how to stitch cloth. So women used to wear sari and men used to wear dhoti. That's mean they prefer to wear unstitched clothes like sari, dhoti and lungi, whatever. They wear just wrap the clothes around their bodies because they do not know how to stitch clothes. Even today we know that sari, dhoti and lungi are used. We know that it is also nowadays it is wearing people that sari, dhoti, lungi. But after invented of swing needle, remember students, swing needle, after when people invented swing needle, they started to stitch clothes. Now it's time to stitch clothes, to wear a stitch proper clothes after the invention of needle. And today stitch clothes are used by the people like jeans, suits, shirt, trousers, etc. So it is a long time to go, it is a long time to follow the circumstances by which people, ancient people, first know about fibers, then yarn, and then after clothes, which is unstitched clothes, and then we are here to wear stitched clothes. So students, here we finish our third chapter from standard 6 science. I hope you quite understand, and thank you for joining me. Thank you.